Imagine getting a raise at work. You celebrate. You finally feel like life is about to get easier. A few months later, your paycheck is bigger, but your bank account looks exactly the same. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Millions of Americans earn more money today than they did just a few years ago. Yet many still live paycheck to paycheck. So where does all that money go? Is it bad budgeting, expensive coffee, too much online shopping, or is something much bigger happening behind the scenes? Because the truth is, a high salary doesn't automatically create wealth. In many cases, it simply creates a more expensive lifestyle, and that's where the real story begins. To understand why this keeps happening, we first need to understand what earning more actually means. For decades, people believed one simple idea: work hard, earn more, and eventually, money problems disappear. It sounds logical, but reality tells a different story. Across America, doctors, engineers, lawyers, software developers, and other high-income professionals often struggle with financial stress. Some carry massive debt, some have little savings, some couldn't cover a major emergency without borrowing money. So this isn't just a story about low income, it's a story about a financial system, consumer behavior, and everyday decisions that quietly shape almost every paycheck. And once you see how those pieces fit together, you'll never look at money the same way again. But this problem didn't appear overnight. To see why, we have to go back several decades. For much of the 20th century, earning a higher salary usually meant a higher standard of living and a better chance to build wealth. Housing was generally more affordable relative to income. College cost less. Healthcare consumed a smaller share of household budgets. Many families could save regularly while paying everyday expenses. Over time, that equation began to change. The cost of housing climbed. Education became more expensive. Medical bills grew. Insurance costs increased. Daily life simply became more expensive. At the same time, technology made spending easier than ever. A single tap on a phone could order dinner, buy new clothes, or finance a purchase in seconds. Money started leaving people's accounts faster and often more quietly than they realized. The paycheck grew, but so did the financial pressure. And that leads to an even bigger question. If salaries increased, why didn't financial freedom increase with them? That answer changes everything. Here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. Most people think the problem starts with how much they earn, but research in economics and consumer behavior suggests something different. For many households, every increase in income is followed by an increase in spending: a bigger apartment, a newer car, more subscriptions, better vacations, nicer restaurants. None of these purchases seem unreasonable on their own. In fact, they often feel like rewards for working harder. Economists call this lifestyle inflation. It happens when your spending grows at the same pace as your income, or even faster. Imagine getting a $10,000 raise. Instead of saving that extra money, you upgrade your car, move into a more expensive neighborhood, and increase your monthly expenses. Within months, the raise is gone. Not because you lost it, but because your new lifestyle quietly absorbed it. Without realizing it, many people reset what feels normal. And once a higher lifestyle becomes normal, it's incredibly difficult to go backward. But lifestyle inflation is only part of the story. There's another force that quietly pulls money away from millions of Americans every single month. Take a moment to think about your monthly payments: streaming services, phone bills, internet, cloud storage, gym memberships, music apps, food delivery subscriptions, software, insurance, car payments, credit card bills. Individually, they don't seem overwhelming, but together they create something powerful: a paycheck that already has a destination before it even arrives. Many companies no longer want to sell you a product just once. They want to become a permanent monthly expense. From a business perspective, recurring subscriptions create predictable revenue. For consumers, they create predictable spending. The result? Every month begins with less financial flexibility than the one before. And because these payments happen automatically, many people stop noticing them altogether. It's not one giant purchase that's keeping people broke. It's often hundreds of small, recurring decisions that quietly reshape the entire budget. But if rising costs and subscriptions explain only part of the problem, who benefits from this system? That's where the investigation gets even more interesting. At first glance, it may seem like people simply spend too much, but the reality is more complicated. Today's economy is built around one simple goal: keep consumers buying. Businesses compete for one thing above all else: your attention. Because attention often turns into spending. Every notification notification, every limited time offer, every only 2 left in stock, every buy now, every personalized recommendation. They're all designed to make the next purchase feel easy. This doesn't mean companies are doing anything illegal. It's simply how modern marketing and consumer businesses work. The easier it is to spend, the more people tend to spend. And with online shopping available 24 hours a day, the distance between wanting something and buying it has almost disappeared. What once required planning now takes only a few seconds, and that's changing how people manage money. But spending isn't the only force keeping paychecks under pressure. There's another expense that quietly grows month after month, even when people don't buy anything new. Imagine carrying a bucket filled with water. Every payday, you pour more water into it, but there's a tiny hole in the bottom. No matter how much you add, some of it keeps leaking out. For millions of Americans, that leak is interest. Credit cards, car loans, student loans, mortgages. These financial tools can open doors when used wisely, but they also come with a price. That price is interest. Borrowing means paying back more than you originally received. If the balance isn't paid off quickly, interest keeps adding up, month after month, year after year. Before long, a significant portion of each paycheck is already committed to past spending. That leaves less money for savings, less money for investing, and less money for building real financial security. Debt itself isn't always the enemy. The real danger is carrying expensive debt for too long, because while you're paying interest, your money isn't growing for your future. So if earning more isn't enough and debt keeps slowing people down, what separates those who build wealth from those who stay stuck? That's where the final chapter of our story begins. Here's the surprising part. The people who build lasting wealth don't always have the highest salaries. Many simply make different decisions with the money they earn. When their income grows, their lifestyle doesn't grow at the same speed. Instead, they direct that extra money toward assets. Assets are things that have the potential to grow in value or generate income over time. That could include retirement accounts, broad stock market investments, a small business, or other long-term investments, depending on a person's goals and financial situation. While many people spend first and save whatever is left, wealth builders often reverse that order. They save and invest first, then they spend what remains. It may sound like a small change, but repeated over years, that habit can produce dramatically different outcomes. The gap between being high income and being wealthy isn't always about earning more. It's often about what happens after the paycheck arrives. That's the difference between making money and making money work for you. But even the best financial habits can't eliminate every challenge. So what practical lessons can anyone take away from this story? So what have we learned? A higher salary can improve your life, but by itself, it doesn't guarantee financial freedom. Rising living costs, lifestyle inflation, recurring monthly payments, and long-term debt can quietly consume even a large paycheck. The difference between feeling wealthy and building wealth often comes down to habits, planning, and time. Every dollar has a job. The question is, are you choosing that job, or is someone else choosing it for you? Financial freedom rarely happens overnight. For most people, it's built through thousands of small decisions repeated consistently over many years. No single purchase will make you broke, and no single paycheck will make you wealthy. It's the pattern that matters. Once you recognize that pattern, you gain the power to change it. And that brings us to the biggest lesson of all. The real reason many Americans stay broke despite earning high salaries isn't a single mistake. It's a combination of rising costs, easy access to spending, long-term debt, and the quiet power of lifestyle inflation. The financial system rewards people who understand how money flows, and it challenges those who only focus on earning more. Your paycheck is important, but what you do after it arrives may matter even more. The goal isn't to earn the biggest salary. The goal is to build lasting financial security, because real wealth isn't measured by the car you drive, the clothes you wear, or the size of your paycheck. It's measured by the choices that give you freedom tomorrow. So the next time you get a raise, ask yourself one simple question: will this increase my lifestyle or my future? The answer to that question could change your financial life. If you enjoyed this documentary and want more stories that explain the hidden forces shaping money, business, and the economy, consider subscribing and joining us for the next investigation.